everybody, it's Nick with another episode of Mr. Yachts, and today we're going to talk about why do boats have so many different country flags? I don't get it. Well, actually I do, and I'm here to tell you why. You want to weigh your pros and cons. For example, really it depends on where you're going to be using the boat and how you're going to be using the boat. If it's just strictly personal use and you're going to be doing a lot of traveling around, you might want to go with one of these island countries where there's lower taxes, lower administrative fees. They have very friendly port rules with different countries, so the access is going to be better. For example, there's a lot of country flags that, or flag states rather, that give you access to Europe for 18 months without having to pay duties on the boat, whereas other flag states, you have to pay taxes and duties after a certain amount of time. So it's really about the cruising permits and how long you can stay in a place at any given time without having to pay the piper. When it comes to chartering, because that's always an interesting question, there's also, then it really changes, right? So if you're going to be using it privately in a place, then if you charter it, those rules could totally change. There's a couple countries where you get, tax-free fuel when you're cruising in other countries. So let's say you buy a boat here in Florida. I usually recommend a lot of people flag their boat American and register it in Florida. Well, I'm not biased. I'm going to tell you something about Florida. We have a capped tax rate. So generally speaking, if you buy a boat anywhere else or most places, if your boat's $10 million, you have to pay the percentage on $10 million, right? Well, in Florida, it's capped at $18,000 if your boat's $100 million or $1 million. That's kind of cool. They did that for a reason, to keep the business here, because what was happening is all these boats were leaving the U.S., getting flagged other places. Whether or not those cruising permits are affected, for example, you can't just be cruising around here with any old flag and doing charters. It's not allowed. You got to weigh your pros and cons. We can go way more in depth into this, but I wanted to just kind of bring this to light. Some of the more popular flags, you always see Cayman Islands, BVI's, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Marshall Islands, Malta, Panama. You'd take Panama flag if you were cruising around the Caribbean. You'd probably choose Malta if you were cruising around Europe and not really staying in a certain place in Europe. Italy, France, they have their own rules if you're chartering over there. So we could this is a very, very long discussion, but I just wanted to touch on the fact that mainly the top 3 reasons why people will choose one flag over the other are taxes, accessibility to other countries, and charters. All right, guys. Well, if you found this video informative, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and hit that notification bell, because I'm going to be making a lot more of these videos, baby. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one.